You know what? I think there's a system there that plays to his skill set, and but he just plays with such a tenacity and a motor that gives him that opportunity. So, really excited for him and what he's able to get done in this short time in the camps.
He's talked about how much his technique has had to change by position technique. I mean, playing from 3 and 5 and 8 and 9. I mean, how different is this compared to what he was doing before? I think there's still a little 4-eye in there, but how different is this compared to what he was doing
Well,
last season?
again, I think he's found a home there with the outside backer spot, and I think that's one of the biggest things. Now he's totally dialed in on just the everyday detail of a certain specific technique, and those things you can't roller coaster and expect anyone to be great at something. So for Black Hawk and Bryson, and for where he's come and to where he's at now and moving forward, is a tremendous opportunity for him.
Where do you see DJ Johnson in terms of his role this year?
I think DJ has a lot of intangibles and athleticism. Right now we're so hard to say because he can flash on the outside as an outside backer, but also has the ability to be able to put his hand down. So right now we're kind of just trying to evaluate him daily and find out where he's really truly going to be a viable part of our defense.
Was he on your radar when you were putting that class together at the last minute, and what was it like when he came here last year?
Well, I think the biggest thing was trying to get guys that can run and get to the ball. I think those are the biggest things. Not everybody's built the same, but he's got that ability. So we're just looking forward to finding a way where we can get him to settled in and get going. And so far, he's been doing some good things.
What have you seen from Austin from when he showed up as a freshman to where he's at right now?
I think it's just growth over time. Like anything else, you like to bring these prospects and these athletes, and you try to mold them and build them to where eventually they'll fill the role and the need that you expected them to be. And right now, they're the older guys. And it seems like yesterday that him and Jordan just got here, and they're taking up to that, and we'll continue to challenge those guys to be the leaders and the demonstrators of the culture, what we're building in our room, and then as a unit. So, but tremendous opportunity. Had a great off season, and so far, man, we're right in the thick of it, and trying to evaluate every single body. But obviously, Austin brings a lot of energy and a presence for us. So we'll continue to push him and see if he can continue to develop.
He's played along almost every spot along the line in your time here. Does he still bring that versatility in this new defense?
Yes. I think with anybody with his skill set, you want to be able to be great at a primary position, but being a student of the game, you have to almost learn the whole unit and the whole floor plan, just so that allows him to play even more and play faster.
What are you seeing kind of proceeding with the newcomers in terms of just getting them?
Just get them, set them in. Yeah, set those guys into their positions and then just work their daily. I think the biggest thing right now we're right in the middle of is just the fundamentals. Every day trying to find every inch and every ounce of improvement and things that we can highlight on the film that they can work on daily. Our technique and our performance will fall back on how well fundamentally that we can play, and that's has nothing to do with schematic then. So we're really trying to get these guys here to open up a little bit and try to reinforce good habits. And so far, man, those guys are starting to flash. And again, I'm not really worried about the big stuff. The big things will handle itself. It's just the little building blocks of the technique and the fundamentals. Those things we've really been trying to push and work on every day.
Positionally, though, an idea of are those guys going to be tackles or ends, or do you not know that yet?
Man, that's the beauty of it all, man. These guys are bigger and faster than I was at this point of the college career, and so, I won't put a roof on it. That's a tremendous abilities those guys have, and right now we just got a starting point and go from there. So, stay tuned. But those guys are competing. They're flying around. They have a presence about them, and again, they're very cognizant and very conscientious guys. And I'm excited for them, all of them. Keon's doing some great things. Dorless, Christian, Salave'a, those guys. And so it's a pleasure to have those guys here. But our job as coaches is trying to really build that foundation of fundamentals and technique, and then, encourage them and highlight those things and demand more of it. And so the faster they can get those things said and perform, the better it is, and the more opportunities we'll get.
What will make a successful scrimmage on Saturday for your group?
I think execution, just the basic, the fundamentals and effort. Our effort and finish. That's the biggest thing that we're looking forward to and see what we've done up to this point. That's the biggest thing. Other than that, we'll reassess and evaluate, but just looking for our tenacity after the ball, getting to the ball, max speed, and those are the things as a defensive unit what we're looking for. But up front, I really want to see those big guys humming and getting off that ball and getting used to being in the backfield. And those are the things that we're going to be looking forward to this opportunity this week.
Your group and the offensive line have received a lot of attention this offseason. How would you describe those battles in camp when they go up against each other?
Gosh, I think when you're so involved in looking at the little particulars of the positions, it's so hard to see the overall thing. We'll let Coach Cristobal assess the eye in the sky performance, but man, there's some tremendous battles. Man, golly, the good thing about it, you don't have to tell these guys to go. They love football. They eat, breathe football. And so when you have those kind of mentality, the biggest thing that you can do is reinforce the basic and the foundation. Those are the fundamentals, technique. I know it's redundant, man, but I'm telling you the game will never change in that regard. Schemes are exotic, whatnot, but it comes down to a one-on-one matchup and beating the other guy before he beats you. And so things, to see these guys battle it out so far has been a joy and also a good challenge for me as a coach to continue to breathe those little things, those building blocks, so that they can have a little bit more success at the competition.
You can't talk about specific recruits, Joe, but the class is shaping up rather nicely with the few openings that are left for you guys. How much of a priority is your position group, the defensive line, to possibly add a couple of guys with the flexibility you guys have left in this class?
I think the biggest thing is you've got to get guys that love football. You got to have the joy and the heart and the passion for the game. That you can't coach that. Everybody's got some sort of skill set and talent, but not everybody gets to grind through the hard times. And so the guys that we have on board right now and we're still targeting all have some resemblance of that blue-collar mentality, and we're looking for those. And size and the weight, those are bonuses. So, but it's still a big people beat up little people idea, and we want to continue to do that and get guys that can run and go fast, and those sort of things. And we'll continue to target those guys. They got to fit what we do, mentality-wise, and the culture of what we're building here. So, but again, it's a work in progress, and we're excited for where we're sitting and what we're getting.
For you mentioned the love of football. Do you still have the same love of football? As you first did when you.
It's hard to sit back and not feel it. My daughter, Kat, continues to remind me that I don't play no more. I gotta stay away from the boys when the boys are out there running around. I'm gonna get trampled over. But man, it's part of the game. It's in the blood, and everything about it. The stress, the pressure, the workload, the strain. All those things still fresh as if it was yesterday that we were playing the game. And so, those are the things that we keep reminding our guys about, the privilege and honor to play the game. And the game is meant to play a certain way, and that's max speed with everything you got, knowing that you're not going to win every battles. But if you get up as fast as you can and reload and reset and go again, you'll have more opportunities than not. So those things will never change. You come to Oregon, University of Oregon, that's what you're going to get. You got to play with passion. You got to work like a hellion and an animal to gain perspective of how important it is to appreciate this game, because this game has blessed all of us. But again, it's a joy and an honor to be a part of this group and our staff, and everybody's working hard with Coach Avalos and our side of the ball, and we're competing out there as coaches as well with the offensive side of the ball, and it breathes down to our players. So it's a day-to-day operation, and we're not slowing down. We got to keep working, keep plugging.